Good morning, everyone. It's Trader Rob. Today is Friday, July 10th. Hope everybody's having a great start to your morning. Last day of the trading week. And let's see if we can... we are in an unbalanced volume area here with buyers. It looks like we might get a flip here on the 60. I might actually end up taking it a little short here. Take a long here. If we flip this candle here and stay with that negative delta there. Let's see how the market wants to react here. All right, I'm gonna take a long there off that flip. Put my stop right below that footprint. Let's probably bump this up right around here. We've got some unbalanced volume to the top side right around here, so put my TP right underneath that. We do also got value area low sitting right here as well, so we might get a little bit of resistance there. Ended up missing a pretty nice short here early this morning. We had a nice little breakdown of the point of control. We came right back in, tested it, got a nice flip there to the downside, but ended up missing that trade. I'm not seeing the strength here that I like to see, so I'm going to bring that down to value area high here. Need to see a bounce right here, otherwise I'm going to cut this trade. Yeah, I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. I'm out of that one. All right, type into the chat. Keyword for this morning is going to be footprint. So if you type into the chat at 9:30, we'll do a giveaway for 25% of my profit. We're on a smaller cash account this month, so we got a small cash account challenge, and I bumped it up to 25% to kind of make it, I would say, equivalent to what I was trading with my Ninja Trader account with a 15K cash account. And to be honest with you, this was the nice play here already this morning. We had a strong breakdown on the point of control. And we came right back up, tested it, got a nice flip to the downside. Would have been a nice nice trade there. I did know that there was a good amount of unbalanced volume sitting right there as well. We also had some trap sellers right here. So I had good confluence there, break of structure. But I might have bailed on that a little too soon because my stop was sitting right at the bottom here. Maybe an early bail. Trader 007, good morning. Kevin, good morning. Tiger, good morning. JDT, good morning. All right, let's take a look at this morning, what we've got brewing here on the NQ. If we got, no, wait, I thought we had one way up there. We do not. Key levels, 30,093, 29,993 on the NQ. Got another key level here at the 29,937. We've got seller unbalanced volume here at the 865 to the 850. Definitely be looking to see if we can get back up there for a short. Below price action, we've got key levels here at the 29,411 and the 29,395. That's the NQ. ES. ES did tap into point of control. We've got a level at the 75.96, 75.95, 75.87. We do have some seller unbalanced volume sitting up here as well, pretty similar to where the NQ is at. Good area for a short. We've got yesterday's value area low sitting down here at the 75.56. And then two more key levels at the 75.17 and the 75.16. Good amount of liquidity sitting down here on the ES as well. Oh, wow. Well, some kind of news hit right there. We tapped right into our unbalanced volume area. Something must have hit there. Ooh-wee. Let's slow that down just a little bit. Let's see what kind of news came out there. Looks like an iceberg order. Two of them got activated there at the 75.90s on the ES. That was a very inefficient move right there. Qatar negotiators are in Iran to meet Iranian officials in an effort to de-escalate tensions and create conditions for broader negotiations to continue. Talks conducted in coordination with the U.S. All right, so Iran news just hit. That's what was that huge pump right there. And again, those are Those are the trades that can whack you pretty good. And nothing like super huge on the news. Morning, Paul. Todd, good morning. Remember to type in the keyword footprint this morning. Giveaway will be at 9:30 if we're in some profits there by then. Wouldn't mind fading that move right there. I just don't... They kind of knocked out both of my spots that I was really looking for. I mean, they went exactly on the ES right to this unbalanced volume that we're just talking about. The weird thing is on that big and efficient move, they just they did blow through two huge pockets of liquidity that got filled, which was kind of surprising on that strong of a move. Typically on those moves, you're going to see very, very little volume. That was quite the opposite. Look at that. I mean, there was a lot of resting orders sitting there. I was watching on the DOM. I definitely don't necessarily know if they meant to get filled right there on that move. I wouldn't mind a short right here. I mean, I can only see anything. The only thing I could see is on the 120 a possible flip. I'm not really seeing anything on the 60 that could warrant a little tighter stop. I wouldn't mind fading this right back down to value area low. Morning, Keith. almost feels like we're accepting value now up here. We get a continued break here. I'll look to take a short here. All right, I'm going to short that there. We're going to drop this down to value area low. Let's see if we can get a push here. And let's kind of let's put our stop right above here, right on that flip. Let's take a look at the 120. Hope I don't get caught in this little shelf here now. I'd feel much better about this trade if this was to flip right here. Got a lot of positive delta. We got a nice little down footprint candle here. It would be great for me. Let's see if we can get a pump down here. So I got stuck here in this little range that I was kind of worried about. Maybe probably would have been better to wait for the 120 footprint confirmation, but got some liquidity sitting down here at the 20s that they might want to come after. Ah, shit. Liquidity's at the 50s, right where my stop is sitting at, too. This is the liquidity I was talking about right here. Good amount right there at like the 22s. Stop sitting right there at the 50s. It's about 14 contracts resting right there. I had a feeling we'd fade that move. And we most likely will. Looks like I'm kind of stuck in chop here. All right, stopped out there. Ah, shitty way to start the morning. You know, and again, best stop placement would be somewhere right or up here. That's way too much risk for me to put on. Crappers. Get rid of this guy. A good start to the morning. Don't do this to me, NQ. Oh. Well, we got some ground to make up on this account for July. I think we're down about $600 now for July. And these seem to be the trades that kill me the most. I get kind of stuck in a bias, and I kind of deviate from just playing my unbalanced volume areas. Those are by far the most profitable trades that I have, and I need to get a little bit more disciplined on that. You know, both tapped in exactly to both the ES and the NQ, both tapped right into the areas that I had already marked out. Spent some good time on finding those areas, and you can see right here on the ES, we just tapped perfectly right into that unbalanced area. This is an area we were just talking about maybe a minute before that I was looking to take a short from. So maybe a little bit of FOMO there. But we learn, we get better. I also really didn't need to target that big of a move to the downside. Not like we were in any profit to even think about that, but what I don't want to see is I don't want to see the market do this right now. Go right to where my TP was at, and literally to get stopped out at the tick would hurt me right now. Probably that'd be the biggest punch to the stomach. So I'd rather see this market pumped 300 points to the upside right now. I mean, the NQ actually didn't even tap into my stop. My stop was sitting right up here at the 857. It's about a point, so got some slippage there. Dumb trade. Morning, Bob. And just an insane amount of volume coming into the market right now. 1,000 contracts right there. Mm, 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 mm. Key still in that short? If you look at the NQ on the daily, sitting way down here, way up here. ES has got some unbalanced volume. I know sitting above it, below it. I don't know. I don't know, Key. I'm starting to get a feeling that we might have to have a long bias here this morning. Still think we break down this move right here. That headline pump that we just had. But if we think about it logically, look how much volume buyers just absorbed. 497, 840, 460, 1,000. I mean, the aggressors are on the buy side. And these aren't small potatoes. These are... Yeah, but another thing too is if you look at it, let's go to the 15-minute. Actually, let's leave the deep trades on there. These are the last four sessions, okay? So buying strength, a little bit more balance. So this could be your more of accumulation, which we've seen a lot of right now. And the profile is still sitting at the top end of this balance here from yesterday's New York session. I don't know. I mean, until proven, you know, you've got your weekly point of control sitting down here, so we're sitting above that. We are at value area high for the week. But if you see, I mean, all these red bubbles are getting pretty squeezed. They're all getting squeezed pretty good. I mean, I just trade what the chart shows me, and I mean, I'm primarily looking for unbalanced volume. That's what I'm looking for. But these last 4 days, just looking at that profiles and where you're seeing buyers and sellers coming in. And I agree with what Tiger say. I don't know if it was Tiger or Key. Let's see. The push was market makers taking out their limit orders and all stop loss triggered. That's understandable on this candle for sure. But the clue here, this candle makes sense, and that's the reason why I was trying to fade that inefficiency move right there. But the bigger clue right now is this guy right here. We'll see. Oh. Well, I'm not in a long key, so I've got no money on any pony right now. I know you're in a short, so hopefully the short works out. I don't even feel so bad about this one anymore. If this would have been the dump right here, I would have been probably not in a great headspace right now. Getting stopped out there by the tick. But the fact that we came right back up and knocked that level out cleanly, now to me doesn't sting as bad as if we were to have gotten a dump. I was expecting this. Well, to be honest with you, I was expecting somewhere around here to be a power candle to the downside. And I had a little voice in my head that said we could be stuck in a shelf right here, which is pretty much exactly what happened. But the little voice in my head was not strong enough to not hit the sell button. Well, Key, looks like you're getting rewarded here a little. Yeah, that's, I think, a very reasonable target. I'd probably be targeting the value area low right here. The 780s most likely gets hit. So here's a real punch in the face stat that I don't like to see. So this is my NinjaTrader account, which we obviously know that I've been not trading I've been only taking one trade per day on the NinjaTrader cash account. So for this month, my number of trades is down, obviously, tremendously. I'm only taking 6 trades total on this account. Total profit 926, 1 losing trade, 3 winning trades, net P&L 621. So that's looking for the absolute best setups that I can find, or the initial balance, which we haven't really taken an initial balance trade. So it's really been stuff that I see super A+. And I need to get I need to really stick to just trading my unbalanced volume areas, footprint confirmation, in, out, and leave the discretionary side alone. Because that stat right there is a little telling. Out of there. You know, the answer is no. Big fat no. I've had a tremendous run of having anywhere between 5 and 10 accounts being literally like $150, $200 away from the $3,500, because that's what I've always been kind of gaining for, was the 35, so I could leave myself with a decent buffer there, and just could not get past the hump on the apex. It's like a golden shield around it. And I don't want to jinx myself, because every time I say it, I seem to jinx myself, but they are extremely close, because the Ninja Trader, the cash accounts that are up, or the one that I just showed you on the Ninja Trader, those are all still traded on the fundeds, and they're very fucking close again. So I want to be extremely selective. Initial balance or signal. That's pretty much it. I'm a very superstitious trader, so hopefully I just didn't jinx myself, but it's been a long journey. I agree, but we definitely need to get to that something. Because right now it's the latter part of that statement. Nothing. And I will say one positive note. The move from micros to minis, when it seems like it's just a constant reoccurring scenario, that the second you make a move to position size, I just, for me personally, I don't know if it's psychology or what, but there's always been a significant drawdown in my accounts, and over the last like 3 weeks, that drawdown has not only gotten back to where I started with the micros, but now in profit on the E-minis. And now I feel super comfortable with it. So, and I think it's dangerous in a good way, not dangerous in a bad way. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people, where one particular prop, just for me, take profit has always been I don't know what the deal has been with take profit. And I mean, I'm a classic study of just pure stupidity. I had a take profit account. I don't know if it was one or two of them. I think it was one. I remember I told you guys this story, but I was at my plate house down in Florida, and I honestly needed, I think it was like $7. It was like $7 to get to the payout, and ended up jumping in a short on an ES contract, just literally with like it was like a 2-tick take profit. I was shorting, so I ended up taking a short I got about maybe a tick or two of slippage, so I was already off the bat down 25 bucks. And it started to go against me a little bit. I had like set maybe like a 2-point stop, increase the stop, scaled into the position to the downside, you know, started going against me, scaled into the position, and the rest was history. I remember if it was like yesterday, and this was going back. This was maybe summer of last year. That was probably one of the lows I would say over the last couple of years. And my trading was so good. I mean, my trading was phenomenal. It was past the $3,000 eval. Got it up to, I think my account was at 29 something. It's like at 29.93 or something. I literally needed like $7. And I think I put it for 2 ticks. I'm like, just in case commissions. Those 2 ticks never came. Tan, just type in the keyword footprint into the chat, and then at 9:30, if I'm in profit here, which I got some ground to make up already this morning, but if I'm in some profit here at 9:30 a.m., I'll do the giveaway. So all you gotta do is just type in footprint. And you know, if I was to lose, you know, on a trade that, well, it's very simple, because if I'm taking a trade with an unbalanced volume area, I find an area that I want to take a short from, my risk is already predetermined. When you just jump in because you need $7, and you're not jumping in on any other type of confluence or strategy, it's a waste. And I'd say the luckiest firm has been TopStep. As much as I don't like trading their charts, I don't know if it's, I think it's also on TopStep, it's because there's maybe a much lower trade count. Those are all just limit orders that I put in with TopStep. I very rarely ever mark it into an order, up or down. Lucid's really close. Lucid's close for a 2K payout. But like I always say, close isn't close enough. Yeah, Key, you know, that's actually a great suggestion. I never actually thought about that. I didn't think that you can set a lockout at an actual balance number. You can do that on Tradeovate, or are you doing that through a platform? I know you could do a daily or a position size lockout. So if you make $500 in a day, but I didn't know you can actually do a lockout on a balance. I know I could do that on my affordable indicators trade copier. But I've been using Replicanto on NinjaTrader. So I'd be curious to know how are you getting that done? Tell me more about that key in Rhythmic. What do you, because that's interesting to me. So in the Pro Trader, you can go in and set a balance lockout. In our Trader Pro, okay. Show you guys this on the heat map too. On the ES, the 7600s, huge order. This order got pulled. And on the NQ, big order got pulled. I forget where it went. Let's see if it still shows up on the DOM. Yeah, right there. There was a huge order sitting right there that got pulled. But the ES has got the 7600s here that... And that's been the theme for the last 3-4 days. Just huge position sizing, which we haven't really seen for a while. See if I can get these bubbles a little bit smaller. But you know what? Then they get smaller during the regular session. But let me see if I can get these a little smaller. 6. Didn't make that big of a difference. All right, thanks, Keith, for that. I'll go in and take a look at that. Problems that the ones that are close to payout are not with Rhythmic, they're with Trade of 8. All right, less than a minute here for market open. Actually, 5 seconds here for market open. I really wish I can get these market bubbles to get a little smaller. I don't know why they're so big. A lot better. I just tapped into that pre-market value area high. Morning, smooth operator. See if we test here this little piece of unbalanced volume here. Not seeing much there. Would have been a good flip right there. Morning, Joyce. I'll look for a long right here. See if we can get a push here. Nope. Looking heavy. Come on. Come on, buyers. And stopped out once again. Ugh. Not good. Not good. All right, this definitely looks like a decent short right here from the 29,855s. Let's see if we can get back up there. Nice little unbalanced volume. We're sitting right there. Come on, give us an opportunity here. Let's see where a good target might be. 780s. 780s look good. Right there's a tap. All right, we'll try another short there. Let's bring that down. No, 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 no. Wow. Wowzers. Wowzers. They're breaking down from here. They got to break down from here. Well, let's get rid of this on my chart. Do like this pattern here now for a continuation, actually long. Liking everything I see right here. Let's see if this 120 will flip or not. I think we could see a squeeze here to the upside. I would really like to see this thing flip here green. Like that. Come on, let's see some continuation here, people. All right, I think that's going to be a bigger squeeze right there. Let's put this in here. Got a good amount of risk there, but let's put these two together. Squeeze. All right, I like it. Let's see continuation here. Do not want to see him break down here. Come on. If we can squeeze past here, then I'll go to break even. Come on. Come on. You're gonna... Oh, that I think the squeeze was right there, ready for it. Come on. All right, let's cover ourselves right there, right back to where we were at originally. Let's go. This should get violent after the 50s. Come on, buyers, what are you doing? Let's go. There's literally nothing in your way right here. Definitely got to watch the 64s right here. Why are we breaking down right here? Come on. Come on, let's see us squeeze through the 64s. Let's go. Squeeze here. Let's go. Let's go. Should see a squeeze right here. There's the bubble. Come on. Let's see, follow through, follow through, follow through, follow through, follow through, follow through. Come on. Come on. One more follow through. Let's go. Right there. Now we should see a squeeze. Let's go. Aye. Come on. Don't stop here. Let's go. All right, cover in there, unfortunately. Let's go. Squeeze, baby, squeeze. We get a pump here. Those 93s are definitely in play. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Trap those guys right there. Let's go. Pump. Come on. Come on. Cash Profit Friday. Everybody needs some profit. Let's go. Don't stop me out for nothing. I really want to cover myself if we get a squeeze here, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Unbelievable. Oh, unbelievable. And I thought we had it. Thought we had it. The crazy part is I think I got myself back to break even on that one. If I would have, this was a squeeze. I mean, if I had a little bit more balls, I should have just kept my stop where it was at. No, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the break even there. Yeah, I would have got taken out right there. That's a good I don't think so. I think I saw 395 flash on my P&L. But we gave it a shot. We gave it a shot. I knew the 64s there were going to give us some problems. Yeah, me too. Me too, Bob. I really thought that the 93s were in play there. Man, it's been a while since I've had that much on the line for a trade. It feels like. Also, it's been a while since I had that much conviction on a trade. I was dead set on that thing squeezing. We did get the first part of the squeeze. Just tap it into unbalanced volume right here. There's some unbalanced volume right here sitting right at value area low. Somewhere right around there-ish. Actually, can bump that up just a little bit. Just don't know if we retrace back down to there or not. Stay patient until I get down there. Morning, chum sauce. Another range here. Yeah, we kind of have to get out of this range here. I'd rather actually tap into the 879s. To me, that seems like the best opportunity for a long right now. Just don't know if we're going to get a retracement down there or not. Come on down, buddy. Sorry about that, Bob. Did take a small scalp on the ES. This has been sitting here forever and got a very strong delta, very strong footprint right there to the downside, 722 positive delta. So I took that for 225 bucks. But let's see if we can get this, account back up into positive territory here. Come on, buddy. I can't do much in this range. Come on. Yeah, see, I can't use the initial balance. Can't use the initial balance indicator on the footprint charts because it's not going to be very accurate, because it's a time-based indicator. So I'm going to have to put it on here. Let's see here what happens here. Oh, is that Jesus? Come on, come right back into some balance volume here. I know you love that. Value area low. Shit. Shit. Might have missed that there. I'm gonna take a stab there. Drop that down just a tad. And let's come right back up into this range. Probably should have waited for the tap in there. I'm in a bad spot right here. That was impulsive. I'm in a bad spot right here. All right, I gotta do it. I gotta drop down to here. I don't want to, but I gotta increase my risk here a little bit. This was the best. That was the best trade right there. Let's see if we get saved here or not. Don't like where we're sitting at. I don't like this at all. Yep, I'm done. I hit my loss limit for the day. All right. Well, now let's see if this would have been the best play right here, is to wait for that unbalanced volume. That's some shitty ass trading today. That was pure shit. Fuck. I was under the gun. I had about 9 more minutes to make some profit. Not good trading. All right, well, that would have not worked out anyways, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am done for the day. Sorry, was not able to, that was nasty, $787. Oh my God. It's like a 10% equity loss right there on a day. Stupid trading this morning. All right, I gotta sit through now the weekend on this one, but we'll be back at it next week. Sorry I wasn't able to make any profits, but that's the name of the game. Ugh, stupid.